about Bode plot and how to plot the Bode plots and all we have discussed. Okay, so now actually I don't know whether you understood or not. Okay, so let me just brief out a few things related to that one. Okay, so and then we can start doing the numerical. Okay, so whatever I write on this particular whiteboard, you please copy down all these things so that it will be a revision and it will be a good understanding for you people. So here we'll follow like that to plot a Bode plot. So compared to the last, last class we have given the general steps. So those compared to general steps, we will be very specific to some of the steps here. So these particular steps will be very helpful in developing the Bode plots. Okay. So very easy and very understanding also. That to plot a Bode plot of a simple pole Okay, so consider y of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus t into s. Okay, so y of s will be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus t into s. So here simple pole means what? This is the 1 plus t into s is a very simple pole. So now, what is the first step I have been interested is we have to find out the replace s by j omega. So when you replace s by j omega, so y of j omega will be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus j omega into t. Okay, or t into j omega. Okay, so this is what exactly is replaced with j omega. So now after you finding this one, you need to find out the modulus of it. Okay. So we need to find out the modulus of it. So what is the modulus value? So modulus value y of j omega will be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus j omega into t under the modulus. Modulus of numerator is 1. So that is why we have taken directly 1, and the modulus of denominator value we don't know. That is why we have taken the modulus 1 divided by 1 plus j omega t. So once you find this particular step, okay, so we must find out, as I told you, 20 log. Okay, so we'll find out that particular thing, that is write down 20 log to the base 10 y of j omega. So that is equal to minus 20 log
ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Okay, sorry, network issues were there. I'm audible now. Audible? No response. Fine. So here, since we are taking the reciprocal, so it will become what log a by b equal to log a minus b. Okay, so log a is what 1 minus 20 log to the base 10 of 1. So this particular value of numerator will become 0. Since this particular value becomes 0, so it is 0 minus of this one will come into picture. That is why we have taken this particular value as minus. So I don't think that it is a formula. So it has been mathematical simple mathematical reduction we got here. Okay. So if the omega t is very much less than 1, so the first criteria. So 0 dB we will get, and if omega t is very much greater than 1, we get this particular value minus 20 log to the base 10 omega minus 20 log to the base 10 of t. This is what exactly we get here. Okay. So after the understanding this particular scenario, so we can go for the next thing. So I hope that you people are writing this one. See, once you are writing this one, you will understand around 20 to 30%. So after understanding the 20 to 30%, when you are solving the numerical, you will understand first numerical up to you will understand up to 70%. So when you're solving the second or third numerical, you'll understand completely. That is what the statistics. Okay. So we can write one note here. Okay. So note. So a simple pole like 1 divided by j omega t. Okay. So what we consider as a corner frequency omega equal to 1 by t, and slope equal to minus 20 dB per decade. Okay, so write this one. Okay, what is corner frequency? What is slope? I will tell you while solving the numerical. So when you're talking about the simple pole means what here? There is no in this you cannot get the complex pole. Okay, so there is a complex as well as simple. Two concepts are combined. Pole means so A plus JB or IB. So okay, so if that is not the case, only if the simple poles are coming into picture. So for every particular okay, so for every particular simple pole, so minus 20 dB per decade is the slope what we get, and the corner frequency is 1 divided by t. So that is what exactly we get here. Okay, so what is this particular thing and all, how it is been done and all, we will discuss in the numerical. Okay, so take this particular scenario, and so now what exactly happens? Sometimes you will get like s plus 1 whole square or s square. So that is what exactly you will get. Okay, so sometimes like that if you get, okay, so write down a multiple pole like 1 divided by 1 plus j omega t to the power of n. So here maybe like s square s to the power of 2, s to the power of 3, or else s plus 1 whole square, like that some poles will be there. So this particular thing, okay, has a corner frequency omega equal to n by t. Okay, so and this pole contributes a slope of, okay, slope of, see, minus 20 into n. So this is what exactly the thing. So but what to the power of 2 is that minus 20 into 2 is minus 40 dB. To the power of 3 is there minus 20 into 3 is 60 dB. Minus 60 dB per decade. So like that 20 into n dB per decade. Okay, so here for condition omega should be greater than 1 by t. So this is what exactly the condition. Okay, so here one thing you need to understand, every slope will give you every simple, see in this particular body plot we consider only simple poles only. There is no complex poles we are going to consider. For every simple pole only we will consider for all numerical, because in your syllabus is confined to that only. Okay, so or else complex poles and all, it is very difficult to draw on body plot. Okay, you can go for some other techniques. So that is why for every simple pole it will contribute minus 20 dB per decade. That is the first thing. So how to calculate the corner frequency and all, I'll tell you by solving the numerical. So if it is a multiple pole, so to the power of n. So that means what? Multiply this particular thing with n. So that is what exactly you get. Okay, the two things you need to understand. And when you're talking about okay, so that is what about pole. Okay, if it is zeros are available in the equation, what to do? So write up. So a simple zero. So simple zero like I can say 1 plus st. So here in terms of j omega, it is 1 plus j omega t. 1 plus j omega t as a corner frequency omega equal to 1 by t, and contributes a slope of. So here what exactly happened when you are talking about 20 log to the power of 20 log y of j omega when you consider. So here all terms are in numerator only. So here there is no concept of denominator. So that is why all things will comes in a positive. So it will contribute instead of minus 20 dB, I can say that it contributes plus 20 dB. If for every pole there is a plus 20 dB per decade. Okay. So for omega greater than 1 by t. So slope of plus 20 dB. For every 0, plus 20 dB. For every slope, minus 20 dB. So similarly, like multiple pole we consider, no? So if you consider multiple zeros, okay, so how it exactly comes? So write down the fourth step. For a multiple zero of the form 1 plus j omega into t whole to the power of n. So 1 plus j omega t whole to the power of n, having the corner frequency c. Here also having the corner frequency 1 by t, so equal to omega. So here also change it, multiple pole. So it is 1 by t only, not n by t. So only n will be multiplied with respect to the slope, not with respect to the corner frequency, because position is same. That is why. So having the corner frequency 1 by t equal to omega, or omega equal to 1 by t, and contributes a slope of plus 20 into n dB per decade, omega greater than 1 by t, or omega greater than 1 by t. So these are the fundamental steps we need to understand before plotting the Bode plot. Okay, so all of you have taken this one. Shall we go to the numerical? Please go through all these things. So in this particular scene, we are going to calculate everything. Okay, so everything means what? So we are going to consider like to plot say Bode plot for a simple pole. So what are the things we'll understand? Y of j omega we'll find out. Modulus we are finding out. 20 log we are finding out. Okay, so all those things we'll be finding out, and we will understand one thing that so minus 20 dB per decade is the slope what we get here for a simple pole. So if the multiple pole, that is of the format 1 divided by 1 plus j omega t whole to the power of n, if it is there, we get the slope as minus 20 into n. So if it is 2, multiply with 2. If it is n, multiplied with n. So that is how it is going to happen. So similarly, pole is okay. So now if we want to consider the zeros, so zeros are also like that, simple zeros like 1 plus j omega t. So how it is going to happen, we are going to discuss. So here I multiple zero of the form 1 plus j omega t whole to the power of n. So here plus 20 dB into n. So that is what exactly the concept now. Okay. So now after understanding all this concept, we can go for the numerical. So write down the first numerical. Given given g of s into h of s is equal to 10 divided by s into 0.5 s plus 1. Okay, 0.1 s plus 1. For this, sketch Bode's magnitude and phase diagrams. Okay, so this is the numerical what they have given to you. Okay, so first numerical, all of you observe very carefully, and we will discuss one by one. So later we can go for finding out the other things. Okay. Solution, write down all of solution. Letting s equal to j omega. Letting s equal to j omega in g of s into h of s, we get okay, so g of s into h of s, so g of j omega and h of j omega. So here g into h of j omega also we can able to write it. So g into h of j omega will be equal to 10 divided by j omega 0.5 j omega plus 1, 0.1 j omega plus 1. So replace the s by j omega. Is that clear to you? Hello? Okay. So any doubt in this particular scenario, all of you? No doubts. So I will take on this one, up to this one. Just replace the s by j omega. That replacement is over, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after that replacement, so now here I told you that we need to calculate y of j omega. Okay. So here when we are considering the y of j omega, so you follow this particular process. Okay. So whatever the numerator gain is there, no. So along with that one, whatever the denominator pole is there, so whichever the pole which is at origin, so that particular pole we need to consider. So we will take, okay, so what we will take, what I indicated, you just write it, L at y of j omega is equal to 10 divided by j omega. Let y of j omega equal to 10 divided by j omega. Okay. So let y of j omega equal to 10 divided by j omega. That is what we now consider. Okay. So now modulus of y of j omega when you are calculating. Okay. So modulus of y of j omega. Okay. So modulus of y of j omega when you are calculating, so it will be equal to 10 divided by. Okay. So here modulus of j. Okay. So we know that the modulus of j equal to 1. So 1 into omega is omega. So y of modulus of y of j omega will be equal to 10 divided by omega. So that implies 20 log to the base 10 of y of j omega will be equal to 20 log to the base 10 of 10 minus 20 log 10 of omega. Call this as equation number 1. Call this as equation number 1. So this is clear to you, all of you. Any doubt in this particular scenario?
No, sir.
Because log, if you take 20 log to the base 10 on both sides, so here it will be what, when you take the 20 log, so it will be coming like 20 minus 20 log to the base 10 of y of j omega. Here also 20 log to the base 10 of 10 divided by omega. So you separate the terms, it will come like 20 log to the base 10 of 10 minus 20 log to the base 10 of omega. So here what is this particular value is a constant value, correct? So this particular constant value, what is the value you will get? Take your calculator and tell me the answer. 20 log to the base 10 of y of j omega will be equal to log 10 to the base 10 is how much? I am asking you the question, okay? I am asking what is rounded up, okay? So what is the value for that one? 20 log to the base 10 of 10 is how much?
20, sir.
So it will be 20 only, correct? Because log 10 to the base 10 is 1. So 1 into 20 is 20. Is that clear? Yes or no? So it will be coming like 20. So here 20 will be coming. So here 20 minus 20 log to the base 10 of omega. So now here what is the problem? Okay, what is the problem will come into picture is, okay, don't call it as equation. So here what is the problem is we don't know the value of omega. Okay, initial value of omega we don't know. So what exactly we do is we need to consider for the first instant, that means what the initial value for the omega. So in a semi-log sheet, if you take, okay, so if what I'm showing is semi-log sheet, let us consider. So here on the semi-log sheet, what exactly it will be there like, okay, so it will be like a bigger divisions will be there. Okay, like this 5, 6 divisions will be there. So here what exactly happen is, here if it is a 1, okay, so it will be written as 10. So it will be written as starting is 1 and ending is 10, like that it will be written, correct? So it will be like this written. So here what exactly they do is here one small things will be there like this. 1, 2, 3, okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that small divisions will be there. So initially up to 5 it will be very thick, very small dense divisions will be there. After that the frequency is expanding. So the more space will be there between the two lines. So that is how we can able to see the semi-log sheet. Okay. So now here the initial value what we consider for all the numericals for our purpose according to syllabus. Okay, so we consider omega equal to 0.1. Okay, so if it is 0.1, okay, I'll tell you one thing. So if it is 0.1 to 1 it will be, if it is 1 it will be 10, 10 will be 100, 100 will be, next is what, 1000, like that we are going to consider. Okay, so that is what we scale it up. So if you are in the linear scale, if you are using for 1000 frequency, it will be very huge. So if it is not 1000 frequency, okay, so if you are using the very small things, okay, so instead of 1000 that much if huge scale, if you are scaling it in the semi-log, it will be very easy and compatible also. Okay, so that is what. So you can choose another way is you can choose starting as 1, it will become 10, it will become 100, and it will become 1000. Okay, and like that it is keep on moving. So if you take it as 10, starting is 10, it will become 100 next, and it will become 1000. So it will be continuing like this. So there is nothing, there is no rule that you need to consider 0.1 or something like. If we can consider 0.01 also. So 0.01 to, so 0.1 to 0.1.0. So 1.0 to 10.0, 10 to 100. So like this also you can consider. So there are many ways to consider the frequency. Okay, so what we consider is this particular format. So do you understand how the semi-log sheet is been done? We'll see that particular thing in the semi-log after that. So I'm just telling that why we consider the 0.1. So 0.1 will be the standard value. So that is why we consider the 0.1 as initial stage to finding out the initial gain. So we will get like at omega equal to 0.1. So we get, so if replace omega equal to 0.1, what is the value you will get? 20 minus the 20 log to the base 10 of 0.1. So tell me the answer, what is the value you will get? Replace the value of omega by 0.1. So what we get is 20 minus 20 log to the base 10 of 0.1 will be equal to what? I just asked you a question. What is the value you will get? What is the value of log 0.1 to the base 10? In the calculator, scientific calculator, you can calculate and tell me.
-1, sir.
-1, very good. So here what we will get is like this, 20 minus 20 of -1 you will get, minus into minus plus. So you will get 40 dB per decade, correct? 40 dB per decade is the answer you will get. So because log 0.1 to the base 10 is -1. Is that clear? So that is what minus 40 dB you will get. So now we'll plot the magnitude graph. Okay, so in order to plot the magnitude graph, we need to have the magnitude table. So you write this one particular thing as first make the 3 column. There's a factor. Factor is the first column. Next column is what, corner frequency. So the next part is what magnitude and slope characteristics right now. Magnitude and slope characteristics. So make this particular columns. There is a factor. Second one is what corner frequency, and the third thing is what the magnitude and slope characteristics. Okay, so when you are talking about the factor, so in this particular numerical, so what are the factors will be available? This particular equation after putting s equal to j omega. So we consider y of j omega as 10 divided by j omega. So whatever the content which is in dotted form, that is the first factor. So second factor is what this is the second, this is the first factor, and this is the second factor, and this is the third factor. So in the first factor is 10 divided by j omega. Second factor is 1 divided by 0.5 j omega plus 1. Third factor is 1 divided by 0.1 j omega plus 1. So these are the three factors we need to consider. So first factor only we'll consider first. Okay, so we'll consider like 10 divided by j omega. So when you are considering the first factor, there is no corner frequency for it. So you just mention a dot. Okay, because it's the first thing, there is no concept of corner frequency will come into picture. So or else if you consider the corner frequency also, so what is the thing will come to know omega divided by, so omega equal to 0, 1 divided by 0.1 divided by what is the coefficient of omega. So it is 1 we'll get, so we'll get 0. Okay, so that particular concept we don't get the corner frequency. So here when you're talking about the magnitude and slope characteristic, this particular term has a magnitude equal to 40 dB at omega equal to 0.1. So omega equal to 0.1 only we consider already. Okay, and slope of minus 20 dB per decade. Okay, so here 40 dB is the value we calculated here. Okay, so you can see that what am I highlighting. So 40 dB is of slope. What is the gain we calculated? Magnitude. Here omega is equal to 0.1 we consider, and we pole. So here j omega comes. So for every pole there should be a minus 20 dB per decade is a slope. That is what exactly we written here. That is the first factor property. So when we come for second factor, so it will be 1 divided by 1 plus 0.5 into j omega. So here the way of calculating the corner frequency is what the first corner frequency omega 1 we can consider. It is divided. It is equal to, okay, so real part divided by imaginary part coefficient. So here omega, what is the imaginary part coefficient? It is 0.5. Real part is 1. So 1 divided by 0.5. So that is equal to how much you will get? 2. Okay, 2 you will get. So that is why corner frequency for the next factor is 2. So now here what exactly happened? This is also having the simple pole. So that is minus 20 dB per decade. Once minus 20 dB per decade is the slope which is given by this particular pole. So net slope, I can say that the net slope between, okay, between first, okay, so net slope between the first and second corner C omega 1 and omega 2, because next factor is also there. Okay, so once the next factor is there, that particular corner frequency is called as what? Omega 2. Between omega 2 is equal to minus 20 equal to minus 40 dB per decade. Why? Because minus 20 was earlier and minus 20 is now. So minus 20 is minus 40 per decade. So this is what exactly the second factor properties. So when we talk about the third factor properties, it will come, okay, like the third factor is 1 plus 0.1 j omega. The next corner frequency 1 divided by 0.1, that is equal to 10. Okay, so that is equal to 10 is the value we'll get. So I can say that net slope between 2 and above. I can say that because I don't know what is the final destination. So I can say omega 2 and above, or I can say that omega 2 onwards. So that is equal to minus 40 is already there. Minus 40 divided by minus 20 is equal to minus 60 per decade is the value we get. Minus 60 dB per decade is the value. Okay, so did you understand the magnitude response? How we are going to find the response? So far, whatever the steps we follow, did you understand any doubt in these particular steps?
No, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Understood, sir.
Okay, so it seems to be very simple, but I need to practice this one. So all numericals will be in this particular format only. So we need to write down very clearly. Okay, so that is what exactly the required thing here. So simple calculation. So you should do it perfectly. So when you start doing simple things perfectly, the complex things also you will start doing perfectly. Okay, so don't think that I will directly do the complex thing. No, simple things only you need to complete very quickly and precisely and correctly. Then only you will able to solve everything properly. Okay, that is what the thing. So remaining next is what phase table we need to discuss. After that, how to write this particular phase and magnitude in the Bode plot. That particular thing we will discuss next class.